enough to join us now is Chris Jones. Hi, Chris.
There you go. Chris Jones.
2 sacks for you on the night. I know before we got all set up here, you wanted that third one, though, right?
I was chasing it. Man. It was tough.
Hey, look, a crazy finish at the end of the game. Talk to me, take us through that perspective from being on the field.
It was close. We knew all that they needed was a field goal to end the game and win it. The last play, I think the crowd played an effect.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And the center snapped the ball without the quarterback being ready, and we was able to recover it.
We call that the Chris Jones effect. So great. I think he was looking at you. What is it about you in the game's biggest moments where you're able to come up with big plays, man?
I think it's situational. In the read prepares throughout the week. We do a lot of situational downs, whether it's 2 minutes in the game or a long drive drill. And then training camp, we do that also going into the season. And for us, it's just a normal route.
Tell me about, obviously, this is the 14th game in a row, 1-score win, but you guys keep winning. Now, the mindset, well, how is that? Where do you guys see that you guys are lacking from, getting wins, but just getting the blowout win in that process that we're used to seeing this dominant Chiefs team, but they're only winning by a little bit? What's going on, and can you fix it?
We keep it close, man. We keep it close. We keep it exciting.
You keep it interesting.
I like the theatrics.
You know what I mean? We keep the game close, so make sure you guys are watching the whole game.
Oh, that's why.
We appreciate that for ratings here on Black Friday football.
He's concerned about the ratings.
Absolutely, man. We want to keep the ratings high.
I love that. Well, I've talked to Trent McDuffie and Justin Reed on my podcast, and they say that in the huddle, you're such a calming voice because in the most chaotic situations, the most clutch situations, you'll come in and crack a joke, and they'll be like, that just settles the whole defense down. Talk about your role of leadership and how many big games that you've played in and how you continue to lead these fellas.
Man, I think it's been neutral at all times. Never get too high, never get too low. It's never really as good as you think. It's never really as bad as you think. And we got a lot of emotional guys, man. And for me and my job is just to make sure everyone is calm at all times, especially moments like that. Make sure everyone is on their pivot and then not being too emotional. Too emotional can cause a flag, man. But make sure everybody's locked in, dialed in. They score a big play on us. Make sure it's okay. We're going to get big plays.
What did you say to your team through that?
Oh, when 89 scored on Jay Reed, it's okay. It happens. We were playing man-to-man. We was blitzing. Thought it was a run. We was blitzing for the run, and unfortunately it was a pass. Gave up a big pass. It happens. We playing in the NFL.
Chris, I know about the emotional thing. I don't know if you see it there. A bunch of skilled people. We're used to it. I'm just glad we have a big fella up here because you guys, we got all these little petite skill guys all the time. Want to talk about routes and all this stuff. We're used to dealing with you emotional skill players, right? We're big fellas in the middle, but I watch you every week. You don't just stay in one place. You move around. Like, is that more game plan? Is that you watching guys and you say, hey, I want a couple reps against this guy watching the tape? How does that start? Was Spags telling you, or you kind of go to him and say, there's some guys I want to line up across?
We plan throughout the week. The way the Raiders have been sliding to me, they started off with a tight end and slid it to me. So I'm talking to Spags throughout the game. And when critical moments, I'm going to get outside, whether it's right before the half or towards the end of the game, I'm going to start transitioning outside if they continue to slide to me. Or if we can run an overload pressure, I'll get outside. Make sure you bring the linebacker down. So me and Spags have a lot of little conversations.
Hey, talk that talk. Talk that game.
That's planning right there, Charlie.
I'll tell you what, watching you play is so intimidating, and now getting a chance to talk to you and meet you, this is different than what I thought. Now I think you're a wonderful, nice guy, because you were always trying to rip the head off of the quarterback, but I like that you're a nice guy. This is good.
I appreciate it, Nick. I always enjoyed your game, and you're still one of the best backup quarterbacks to me.
Thank you.
No pun intended. No pun intended.
You started a lot of games, too, as well. This guy's a baller.
I love it.
You guys clinch a playoff spot with that victory. It's now the 10th straight year. Look, you might not have it all put together, but that's okay. You're headed to the playoffs. What's your biggest takeaway from a game like this? In your last 4 games, albeit you're now 9-0 in 1-score games. What's your biggest takeaway from the season so far, Chris?
We got to fix a lot of things. Flags, self-inflicted flags. I had 2 offsides tonight. We had a PI. Things like that we can fix. False start. Those little critical things towards the end of the season we got to fix leading into the playoffs because they can affect us. You know what I mean?
Well, it was Thanksgiving yesterday, and I want to know what you're most thankful for.
Well, I would start with what I'm most thankful for the opportunity to do what I love. I have 3 beautiful kids. I'm super thankful for them. I'm super thankful that my loved ones are healthy and also for my friends and family. Yeah.
So I also got to know this then. So the food. Let's talk about the food. What was your favorite bite from yesterday?
I had some mac and cheese, man. I'm a mac and cheese type of guy.
Okay.